Our story begins not on a battlefield, but in a grove, much like this one, filled with mystery. Towering trees, sunlight dappling the forest floor, an air of peace and tranquility. But appearances can be deceiving, for it is here, in this serene setting, that a legend was born. The legend of Alexander the Great and the Gordian Knot. Join me now as we journey back in time to the heart of ancient Phrygia, where a seemingly simple knot posed a challenge that would capture the imagination for millennia to come. Born in Pella, the capital of the Kingdom of Macedon, in 356 BC, Alexander was no ordinary child. From a young age, he exhibited a keen intellect and an insatiable curiosity. Tutored by Aristotle, the young prince devoured knowledge as readily as he would later conquer nations. Under Aristotle's guidance, he studied philosophy, science, medicine, and literature, laying the foundation for his future as a leader and strategist. By the age of 20, he had ascended to the Macedonian throne, inheriting a kingdom on the brink of greatness. His father, King Philip II, had already set the stage for Macedonian dominance, but it was Alexander who would take it to unprecedented heights. Alexander's ambition knew no bounds, and he set out to conquer the Persian Empire. His military campaigns were marked by brilliant tactics and fearless leadership, earning him a reputation as one of history's greatest generals. His conquests took him across vast distances through treacherous mountain passes and across scorching deserts. The challenges he faced only seemed to fuel his determination as he led his army through harsh and unforgiving landscapes. It was during this campaign in 333 BC that Alexander's path led him to the ancient city of Gordium in Phrygia. The city was steeped in legend and mystery, and it was here that Alexander would encounter one of his most famous challenges. In the heart of the city, in the temple of Zeus, stood an ox cart, its yoke bound to a pole with a knot of incredible complexity. This knot, known as the Gordian Knot, was a symbol of an ancient prophecy. This was the Gordian Knot, and according to prophecy, whoever untied it would rule all of Asia. The knot was a puzzle that had confounded many before Alexander, its intricate design a testament to the skill of its creator. The knot was no mere tangle of rope, it was an enigma, crafted from cornel bark, its ends so cunningly concealed that even finding them seemed an impossible task. The challenge it presented was as much a test of wit as it was of patience. Many had attempted to unravel the knot, their efforts met with frustration and failure. The knot had become a symbol of insurmountable challenge, a riddle that seemed destined to remain unsolved. And so, Alexander the Great, the conqueror of nations, stood before this ancient riddle, his ambition burning bright. He knew that solving the Gordian Knot would not only fulfill the prophecy, but also cement his legacy as a ruler of unparalleled vision and audacity. In a move that shocked onlookers and resonated through the ages, Alexander raised his sword. With a swift and decisive stroke, he cut through the knot, demonstrating that sometimes bold action is the key to solving even the most complex problems. The Gordian Knot was no ordinary tangle of rope, it was a complex and intricate puzzle that had baffled many for centuries. It was steeped in mythology, woven into the very fabric of ancient Greek and Phrygian culture. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, lost to the mists of time and the annals of history. Legend had it that the knot was tied by Gordius, a humble peasant farmer who would become the founder and namesake of Gordium, a city that would rise to prominence in ancient Phrygia. According to the myth, Phrygia found itself without a king, its people leaderless and lost, wandering in search of guidance. An oracle had declared that the next man to enter the city driving an ox cart would become their king, a prophecy that would change the course of history. Gordius, a simple farmer, rode into the city on his ox cart, unaware of the prophecy that awaited him and the destiny that would soon unfold. The people of Phrygia, recognizing the hand of fate, hailed Gordius as their king, embracing him as the leader they had long awaited. Overwhelmed with gratitude and a sense of divine purpose, Gordius dedicated his ox cart to Zeus, the king of the gods, and tied it to a post in the temple with an intricate knot, a symbol of his humble beginnings and newfound power. This knot, crafted with humble intentions, would become a symbol of power and destiny, a testament to the intertwining of fate and human endeavor. The oracle's prophecy declared that whoever untied the Gordian knot would rule all of Asia, a bold and tantalizing promise that drew the attention of many. For centuries, the Gordian Knot stood as a silent sentinel in the Temple of Zeus, a testament to the enduring power of myth and legend, a challenge to all who dared to dream of greatness. Kings and warriors, scholars and soothsayers all had tried and failed to unravel its secrets, each attempt adding to the knot's mystique and the legend that surrounded it. And now, Alexander the Great, standing before this ancient enigma, was faced with a choice: to unravel the knot or to cut it, a decision that would echo through the ages and define his legacy. To understand the significance of Alexander's encounter with the Gordian Knot, we must first delve into the historical context. The year is 333 BC. Alexander the Great, already a seasoned conqueror at the age of 25, is in the midst of his campaign to crush the Persian Empire. The Persian Empire under Darius III was a vast and formidable power. For centuries, the Persians had been a constant threat to the Greek city-states. Alexander's campaign was not merely a war of conquest, it was a clash of civilizations. When Alexander arrived in Gordium, he had already won a series of stunning victories. The Persian Empire, once thought invincible, was crumbling before the young conqueror's relentless advance. Gordium, strategically located at a crossroads of ancient trade routes, held great strategic importance. Control of the city would give Alexander a crucial supply line and allow him to consolidate his hold on Asia Minor. Into this volatile mix stepped Alexander, his arrival heralded by the tramp of marching feet and the glint of sunlight on polished bronze. The story of Alexander and the Gordian Knot has resonated through the ages, its various interpretations reflecting the changing values and beliefs of different cultures and eras. Ancient historians presented the story as a testament to the young king's ambition and decisive nature. They saw his solution to the Gordian Knot as a stroke of genius, a demonstration of his ability to think outside the box. Roman writers seized upon the story as an example of Alexander's ruthlessness and determination. During the Middle Ages, the story took on a more allegorical meaning. Christian scholars interpreted Alexander's act as a symbol of the triumph of faith over reason. In the Renaissance, the story was seen as a celebration of human ingenuity and the power of the individual to shape his own destiny. Even today, the story of the Gordian Knot continues to fascinate and inspire. In business and politics, the term cutting the Gordian Knot has become synonymous with finding a bold and decisive solution to a complex problem. It reminds us that sometimes the most direct solution, though seemingly unorthodox, is the most effective. Silence descended upon the temple as Alexander lowered his sword, the severed rope of the Gordian Knot lying at his feet. The air was thick with anticipation, every eye in the room fixed on the young conqueror who had just defied centuries of tradition. In that single, decisive act, Alexander had done what no other before him had been able to accomplish. He had not only solved an ancient puzzle, but had also made a bold statement about his approach to challenges. He had cut the Gordian Knot, a feat that was as symbolic as it was literal. The knot, a complex tangle of ropes, had long been a metaphor for an intractable problem. Whether out of impatience, frustration, or a stroke of calculated brilliance, Alexander's solution was as unexpected as it was audacious. His actions spoke volumes about his character and his approach to leadership. He didn't spend years analyzing the knot, nor did he seek counsel from oracles or wise men. Instead, he trusted his own judgment and took immediate action. He simply cut it, severing the knot and, in a sense, rewriting the prophecy itself. This act of cutting through complexity to find a straightforward solution became a defining moment in his legacy. The crowd gasped, their astonishment echoing through the temple. The sheer audacity of his act left many in awe, while others were left questioning the implications. Some condemned his actions as reckless, a violation of the sacred knot and the prophecy it embodied. They saw it as a disrespectful act that disregarded the sanctity of tradition. Others hailed Alexander as a visionary, a man of action who refused to be bound by tradition or superstition. To them, he was a leader who made his own rules and shaped his own destiny. In that single act, Alexander demonstrated a key aspect of his character: his unwavering belief in his own destiny. He showed that he was not a passive recipient of fate, but an active shaper of his own future. He did not wait for fate to hand him the reins of Asia. He seized them, boldly declaring his intention to rule. His actions were a clear message to the world that he was a force to be reckoned with. Cutting the Gordian Knot cemented a powerful narrative around Alexander, embodying his ambition, decisiveness, and belief in his own ability to shape the world. It was a moment that encapsulated his entire philosophy, that obstacles are not to be feared, but to be overcome with bold and decisive action. And so, the tale of Alexander and the Gordian Knot, passed down through generations, continues to captivate and inspire. It reminds us that the most complex challenges often require the simplest solutions, and that true leadership lies not in following the beaten path, but in forging a new one. If you found this journey through time as enthralling as I did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories from the annals of history. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of legend, ambition, and the enduring power of human ingenuity. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the past, for they hold the keys to understanding our present and shaping our future.